Here's something most men are not going to relate to. It's 3 a.m. in Miami, just got back from the club. There is no woman next to me.
What? What an idiot! Oh, what a loser! Good.
So, Braden Eric Peters, better known online as Clavicular, blew up around 2025 on TikTok and Kick for his extreme looksmaxxing content. And when I say looksmaxxing, I don't mean getting a haircut, drinking water, and maybe not dressing like you lost a fight with a laundry basket. No, I mean the deep-end internet version, the kind where self-improvement stops being hit the gym and starts sounding like a rejected Batman villain origin story. Clavicular became known for pushing extreme appearance routines, steroids, questionable substances, and the kind of advice that makes licensed medical professionals collectively stare into the camera like they're on The Office. Major outlets have covered his rise as part of the more dangerous side of the looksmaxxing movement. And during one of his ridiculously long kick streams, you know, the kind where a man goes live long enough to technically qualify as public infrastructure, he's hanging out, talking to people, going to the club. And then, lo and behold, who shows up? Ben Azoulay, Mr. Kung Fu Soup Kitchen, Mr. Mafia Bodyguard, Mr. I did special secret ops stuff I can't talk about, while somehow making sure everyone within a 5-mile radius hears about it. The man talks like he's legally required to turn every conversation into a rejected Steven Seagal movie. Now, I'll admit, I thought Ben was going to link up with Jack Doherty first. That would have made sense. 2 guys walking around like the algorithm owes them child support. But no. Instead, Ben links up with Clavicular. And what follows is one of the most awkward alpha male encounters ever captured on stream.
How you doing? Can I sit with you for a second?
It's my birthday. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Hey, Ollie, you're a nice guy. Try these
If
on.
you like them, I'm gonna give you new ones.
Let me see how it looks.
This is cool.
Yeah, bro, these are sick. What brand? How do I get these?
I'm gonna buy you some.
Oh,
I'm gonna get you some.
these are sick, dude. These are
Because
good.
you know what?
They're standing around, looking at each other, doing that weird influencer sizing each other up thing. Then they exchange sunglasses in a dark nightclub. Because apparently nothing says dominant masculine energy like wearing shades indoors while surrounded by strobe lights and bad decisions. It looked less like a collaboration and more like 2 NPCs glitching during a side quest. And yes, these 2 decided they should do a collab together. Because of course they did. The internet saw 2 red flags and said, put them in the same room. Let's see if they form a Voltron. Now, Clavicular already has a reputation. This is a guy whose whole brand is built around becoming the best-looking version of himself by any means necessary. And by any means, we're talking about things that are allegedly illegal, medically questionable, physically destructive, and spiritually confusing. There have been reports about him experimenting with steroids and other extreme methods from a young age. He has also been associated with dangerous advice around body modification and appearance enhancement, which has drawn criticism from medical professionals and mainstream coverage. This isn't self-improvement anymore. This is, what if Patrick Bateman had a Discord server? And then you have Ben Azoulay, a guy who presents himself like some elite warrior businessman, mob-adjacent mystery man. But according to John Bravo and other online coverage, Ben has been facing serious scrutiny over claims involving past criminal allegations and paperwork tied to a minor. The exact details should be handled carefully, because internet commentary is not a courtroom, even though half these influencers act like they're allergic to discovery. But that's what makes this whole crossover so bizarre. Because on paper, these 2 actually have a lot in common. Both are obsessed with status. Both are obsessed with image. Both seem to believe success is something you can force into existence if you just yell loud enough, flex hard enough, or stand close enough to someone with clout. Ben has the whole dangerous connected guy persona. Clavicular has the I will chemically restructure myself into the final boss of Chad routine. One sells mystery, the other sells mutation. Together, they look like the before and after picture for bad decision making. And then there's the club situation. According to John Bravo Films, there have been claims and questions raised around the nightclub scene, who's connected to whom, and what kind of people are moving around behind the scenes. Now, I'm not saying these two are connected to organized crime. I'm saying the whole thing has enough weird energy that even a background extra in The Sopranos would be like, yeah, maybe don't put that on live stream. And that's the funniest part. These guys want to be mysterious. They want to look powerful. They want to give off that you don't know who I know energy. But then they go live and document everything like two dudes trying to speedrun a subpoena. It's amazing. Influencers today don't just make questionable life choices. They upload the trailer, behind-the-scenes footage, commentary track, and blooper reel. Now the planned collab between Clavicular and Ben could go a few different ways. Maybe it's a podcast-style sit-down. Maybe it's a nightlife stream. Maybe it's two men staring into a camera explaining what real masculinity is while looking like they've collectively slept 9 minutes in the past week. But let's be honest, this is probably going to be a glaze session. Two guys assessing each other, complimenting each other, talking about discipline, status, women, money, power, confidence, enemies, haters, jealousy. The whole usual alpha male Mad Libs package. Bro, your aura is insane. No, bro, your aura is insane. Bro, people don't understand what it takes. No, bro, they don't. Bro, we're different. Yes, different like expired milk is different. But underneath the comedy there is something darker here, because both of these guys represent a type of internet figure that keeps popping up. The man who sells young men an identity crisis and calls it a lifestyle. The man who tells people, you're not enough, but buy into my world and maybe you can become enough. With Ben, it's power, mystery, toughness, and alleged underworld connections. With Clavicular, it's looks, status, physical transformation, and chasing perfection until your body starts filing complaints with HR. And young men watch this stuff. Some laugh, some cringe, but some take it seriously. That's where it gets ugly, because there is a huge difference between self-improvement and self-destruction with better lighting. Working out? Good. Dressing better? Good. Having goals? Great. But when the message becomes destroy your health, fake your lifestyle, worship status, and treat your body like a chemistry experiment, that's not confidence. That's insecurity wearing designer sunglasses indoors. And Ben linking up with Clavicular is perfect internet symbolism. It's an image meeting ego. It's clout meeting controversy. It's two men trying to mog the room while the room is quietly wondering who invited them. And maybe this collab does numbers. Maybe clips go viral. Maybe their fan bases eat it up. But what does that actually prove? Does the internet reward spectacle? We knew that. Does that controversy get attention? Groundbreaking. Someone alert the Smithsonian. That two guys with enough red flags to open a theme park can still find a camera and call it content? Yeah, that's basically the business model now. The real takeaway is simple. These influencers keep selling the fantasy of being untouchable, the perfect body, the perfect status, the perfect reputation, the secret connections, the hidden power, the you're either a winner or a loser mindset. But when you strip away the sunglasses, the nightclub lighting, the forced tough guy aura, and the live stream clout chasing, what's left? A bunch of men desperately trying to convince strangers they're above everyone else. And honestly, that doesn't look like power. That looks exhausting. So, whether this Clavicular and Ben Azoulay collab becomes a legendary cringe moment, a full-blown glaze festival, or just another weird footnote in the influencer circus, one thing is clear. The internet's obsession with fake alpha energy is not slowing down. It's evolving. Unfortunately, not like a Pokemon, more like a rash. And with that being said, let me know what you think. Is this collab going to be comedy gold? A disaster? Or just two dudes with sunglasses in a dark club trying to convince the world they're the main character? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and as always, I'll keep watching these internet alphas so you don't have to lose brain cells doing it yourself.